If 1965 made rock louder, 1966 made it stranger. This is the year music stopped following rules and started bending them. Studios became laboratories. Guitars got fuzzy.
Let's hit real hard.
Lyrics got abstract. Producers got bold.
That's where your tacit second. Boom.
And suddenly, radio didn't just sound exciting, it sounded experimental. These are the songs that defined 1966, not just because they charted,
Till my darkness goes, I see a line of cars and they are painted black.
but because they pushed music somewhere new. Let's start with something that didn't just push boundaries. It blew them open. Good Vibrations, the Beach Boys. This wasn't just a single. It was production on a level most bands hadn't even imagined yet. Multiple recording sessions. Modular structure.
Hal, let's go, man. Here we go. Play hard and strong all the way.
Layered harmonies. Unusual instrumentation. Brian Wilson wasn't writing pop songs anymore.
Songwriting is the kind of thing where, most of the time it's usually you get a feeling for something. So you go to the piano and you start playing chords.
He was constructing soundscapes. And when this hit #1, it proved that audiences were ready for complexity. Now let's pivot to something gritty and unforgettable.
Red door and I want it painted black. No colors in
Paint It, Black the Rolling Stones. Dark, urgent, driven by that unmistakable riff. And then the sitar. Eastern influence entered mainstream rock in a serious way here.
I see a line of cars and they are painted black.
This wasn't teenage romance anymore. This was mood. 1966 embraced intensity. Now let's bring in something completely psychedelic. 8 Miles High, The Byrds. This song didn't just hint at experimentation. It leaned all the way in. Abstract lyrics, reverb-heavy guitars, jazz influence creeping in. It confused some listeners. It inspired others, but it absolutely signaled that rock was expanding beyond simple verse-chorus formulas. Next, something bold and confrontational.
And I know it, we'll do it in style, 'cause I made my mind up, you're going.
Sunshine Superman Donovan. This was folk but electrified and stylized. It wasn't protest-heavy like early Dylan. It was mystical, layered, atmospheric. It hinted at the psychedelic wave that was about to explode. Now let's talk about something that felt cinematic and explosive.
Until happiness is just an illusion, and your world around is crumbling down. Darling, hello, girl. Reach on out for me. Reach out for me.
Reach Out, I'll Be There, The Four Tops. Motown wasn't standing still. This track layered urgency into soul music. Driving, rhythm, dramatic build, emotional delivery.
With the love that will shelter you, I'll be there.
It proved that even the polished Motown machine could evolve with the times. Now let's move to something raw and rebellious. Wild Thing, The Trogs. Minimal structure, fuzzy guitar, almost primitive energy. And it worked. It didn't need sophistication. It needed attitude. 1966 allowed garage rock to sneak into the mainstream. Now let's pivot to something poetic. Eleanor Rigby, The Beatles. No traditional rock instrumentation, just strings. And storytelling. Loneliness as subject matter. Rock was maturing. It wasn't about dancing anymore. It was about narrative. Now let's bring in something energetic and celebratory. Land of 1,000 Dances. Wilson Pickett. SoMed Drive. It wasn't subtle. It wasn't restrained. It was movement, and it proved that dance energy still mattered in a year that was getting increasingly cerebral. Next, something elegant. Bus Stop the Hollis. Bright harmonies, clean arrangement, story-driven structure. It showed that British pop could still deliver polish in a year full of experimentation. And finally, let's close with something that felt like the future creeping in. Strangers in the Night, Frank Sinatra. Yes, Sinatra. In a year dominated by rock experimentation, this song proved that traditional vocal pop still had power. It hit #1. It coexisted with fuzz guitars and psychedelia. And that's what made 1966 fascinating. It wasn't one sound. It was multiple futures happening at once. So what defined 1966? Risk, texture, bold production choices, and a growing sense that rock music could be art. If one of these songs defines 1966 in your memory, drop it below. Because next up, and that's when things truly explode, keep that turntable spinning.